I'm Anne, I'm 16, and I live in British Columbia, Canada. I think the biggest mistake people make about kids who enter science fairs is that we are top of the class, straight A students. I am not the genius nerd some people expect me to be. I think the only difference is that we're always questioning how things work. I've always enjoyed science because science is, well, everything. This is no more obvious to me than with insects. I love them. Ever since I was a kid, I've been interested in how they are so small but so complicated. You could say it's what first got me interested in science. I believe to be truly environmentally conscious, you must be willing to think of ways to create change. My mom is from the Philippines. A friend there told me how she had failed at school because her family could not afford electricity. Without it, there was no light for her to study and her grades suffered. I really wanted to do something about it, but she needed an energy source that wasn't dependent on money. I found out that humans are a great source of untapped energy, so figured it would be amazing to make a flashlight that runs on the heat of the human hand alone. I discovered that the palm radiates more than enough milliwatts per centimeter squared of heat to create a bright light from an LED. I used Peltier tiles to utilize this heat flow. The tiles are a thermoelectric device, which means that when one side is heated and one side cooled, electricity is generated. I encased the Peltier tiles within a hollow tube so that the hand heats one side and ambient air flows through and cools the other. It was so amazing when the flashlight finally lit. I've learned that we shouldn't be scared by how crazy our ideas seem. Harvesting human heat? I thought that only happened in the movies. There's still 1.4 billion people in the world without electricity. Now that my flashlight is a reality, I'm hoping my crazy idea can be part of the solution.
My name is Anne Makasinski, and today I'll be talking about my science fair project. So this year, I decided to invent a flashlight that runs solely from the power of the human hand. Here's my flashlight. So what I have here, these white tiles, are the Peltier tiles. So what happens is I'm heating one side of the tiles with my hand, and the other side of the tiles are lying on this aluminum tube. Now, aluminum's a great heat sink, and it'll transfer the heat quickly. Well, take out the heat quickly, which is what we want. Of course, the best heat sink are diamonds. That would be a bit expensive, so I decided to use aluminum. The unique thing about the design of this flashlight is that because it's hollow, the air convection currents can flow through this whole tube and cool the one other side of the Peltier tiles. So the greater the temperature differential between the ambient air and your hand, the brighter the flashlight will be and the more electricity produced. So I'm just going to show you a quick demo of how my flashlight works. Now, I'm in a science classroom right now, and it is very warm in here. So most likely, because the temperature differential between my hand and this room isn't that great, this light I'm about to show you won't be at its full potential. This is my flashlight, and right now it's lighting up. There's no batteries in it, no kinetic energy, it's just in the palm of my hand. And that's basically how my flashlight works. Thank you for listening.